What's good, YouTube? Vinny Matthews here, aka Daddy Flex, and today we're going to talk about intermittent fasting, IF, whatever you want to call it. Somebody roll the clip. Before I actually get into this video, guys, please like the video. If you haven't already, subscribe. Please like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Snapchat, whatever. And let's get right into it. Try to make this as short and as simple and as easy as possible. I know there's a lot of videos about intermittent fasting, but I'm gonna give you guys my personal experience with intermittent fasting and how it helped me and just changed my life. Intermittent fasting is basically a pattern of eating. You have your times when you eat, and you have your times when you fast. That's all it is. Now, the more commonly used way of intermittent fasting is fasting for 16 hours and eating 8 hours, which is 24 hours. It's 24 hours in a day. That's how you basically intermittent fast. You have to understand with intermittent fasting, it's not a diet. It's more of a lifestyle. Now, a diet would be, you would eat this, certain things. Now, for example, my window would usually be about exactly like I would eat for 8 hours and I would fast the rest of the 16 hours. Now, when I first started out, my window was a lot longer as far as eating goes because I didn't really know how to do this. So like I would fast for about 12 hours and then eat for 12 hours but then slowly as I learned to intermittent fast, I started making my window smaller. Some days I would eat for 8 hours, some days I would eat for 6 hours, some days I would eat just one big meal. So I would fast the whole day and just eat one big meal. It doesn't really matter how you do it. Whatever is more comfortable for you. There's no exact rule that says that you have to do it this way, that way. Like, no. As long as you're fasting for at least 12 to 16 hours, your body is in a fat burning state, so it just burns all the fat in your body. And that's basically intermittent fasting. Now, the reason why I started using intermittent fasting because I was in a cut. I was in a caloric deficit, and I wanted to lose weight. Now, what intermittent fasting helped me because me personally, I hate eating breakfast as soon as I get up. Like, I don't understand how people can do it, but like I said, it's just me personally. If you can do it, good for you. Now, I still eat my breakfast, but later on through the day. Now, an example of how I used to intermittent fast was I would wake up, I would go to the gym, come back home, do whatever, run my errands, and then right before I head to work, because I work at night, I would eat. I would finally eat. I would break my fast. That would be like around 2 o'clock or 2 to 4 o'clock. I would finally eat, and I would just eat throughout the rest of the day. I would use that time to eat all my calories. So from like 2 to 10 o'clock, 8 hours, I would eat, or even 4 to 10 o'clock, because I would make my window a lot smaller. I would finally eat. Now, me eating that way was so important, so much easier for me because, like I said, as soon as I get in the morning, the first thing I'm thinking, like, alright, I just want to get up. I just want to get out of my bed. I don't want to spend my time just eating, And I hated the whole, oh, you have to eat every 2 hours. You have to eat as soon as you wake up. Breakfast is the most important meal. Like, I knew personally, like, yo, this is not how you should live. That was bullshit. You should not have to live by what this person says, what that person says, or what that online source says. Like, no, I know there had to be a better way. So me using intermittent fasting and flexible dieting, and I will probably talk about flexible dieting in another video. I knew with those two together, it helped me lose weight. Now, with intermittent fasting, I believe it's a lot easier for you for when you lose the weight and not when you're bulking, because when you're bulking, you want to spend that whole time eating your food because you have a lot more calories than you do with intermittent fasting, and you have all that time to eat. I mean, me personally, so when I'm bulking, I'm eating like over 3,000, 4,000 calories. I need the whole day to eat because the more that you bulk, I'm getting off topic. When I'm intermittent fasting, it's easier for me to eat less calories. Now, right now I'm probably eating about 2 to 3 meals a day. Now, when I was bro dieting, I was eating every 2 hours. That's like 6 to 8 meals a day. Nobody has time for that. I don't want 6 to 8 small meals. I want bigger meals. Now, it's more satisfying in the end because in the end, I'm able to fit the foods that I want to eat into one big meal. So say if I have like 1,000 calories, that's like my first meal, I'm able to fit pizza or Pop-Tarts or cookies or donuts in that one meal because all I'm doing is counting my calories. Now with intermittent fasting, I can eat about 2-3 meals a day and be fine. Forget about eating 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 meals. Like, nobody has time for that. I hated eating every 2 hours because I just thought like, oh man, I didn't want to lose my gains. That's BS. Your diet has nothing to do with meal frequency or meal timing, but more with calories in and calories going. Now, when you are fasting, so a couple of ways to help you while you're fasting are drinking water. Now, drinking water will fill you up. Okay, so what I like to do, I like to imagine is like I'm drinking like apple juice or drinking cranberry juice. Just think that water is something that you love drinking, or even like a milkshake. So with me drinking water, it fills me up, it makes me feel full, so I'm not really hungry throughout the day. Another way you can drink are coffee, black coffee. Don't add no sugar, don't add no cream, because even if you have like a 0-calorie sugar or 0-calorie creamer, it still has sugar in it, and it will spike your insulin levels, and that your fast is over. So drink just water, green tea throughout the day. And now, intermittent fasting isn't a big weight loss factor. Like I said, it's something that'll help you out. It'll help your lifestyle out. But you just can't fully just depend on intermittent fasting. But if you can do it, don't beat yourself up. Try as you go. Learn as much as you can about it, and just try it out for yourself. For some people it works, so for some people it doesn't work. For me personally, it did work for me. It got me my gains, it got me lean, and I love it. Now, I don't practice intermittent fasting every day, probably about 5 days out the week. But like I said, it's subjective. It's all about what works for you and what makes you comfortable, and just go from there. Now, guys, I hope I answered a couple of your questions. I hope you learned something from my personal experiences. If you have any more questions about intermittent fasting, hit me up. Emails down below, hit me up in the comment box, and I will be sure to get back with you. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is Daddy Flex, and I'm out.